How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Steinsgate, my darling's embrace, where we are on the Mayuri route. And oh boy, last week was adorable, wasn't it? It was just glorious. It was pretty much perfect except for the ending where it's like Mayuri's kind of finally figuring out what she's feeling, but she's still not willing to like really comment on it. Okabe, it's got to be one of those things again where he's like, he's got to understand what's going on. He's got to understand like how the feelings are and what her thoughts are, what his thoughts are about her, but he's also not willing to admit it because he's terrified of change and upsetting the balance of friendship and love and all that great stuff. So it ended on a bit of a sour note because like they both are just desperate to not say what's on their mind for fear of like changing or irreplaceably damaging their friendship. Fetch. Irrevocably, I think was the word I was going for there, and then just completely farted on. Okay, so that's where we are. So it's after the whole photo shoot thing. I'm guessing he's waking up from, sleep or whatnot, but we'll have to figure out kind of what's going on and how things are going to play out, because apparently there's a lot more to this. Like, we're not even close to the end, which is already like, I feel like we're already at the point where we would have been at the end of another route. So, yeah, let's see what juicy events are in the future, huh? I looked at the clock. 3 a.m. I must have fallen asleep on the couch. Huh? What did I do after that? I look around the dim lab and start to get lost in thought. I got dragged into Mayuri's photo shoot at the amusement park. Then we headed home by train and... Oh, that's right. I remembered that I had something to do at the lab, but when I got here, I just crashed.
Oi, Daru. Christina.
But if they're here, they're not awake. I called, but no one answered. Nobody was in the development room. I guess everyone's gone home tonight. Or so I thought. Huh? Huh? Oh no. I hear the sound of running water in the shower room. This can't end well. Who could that be? When I look in that direction, I notice that the curtain as the changing room that leads to the shower was open. Don't look. Just stay out of it. Don't even get curious. In the clothing basket sat Mayuri's clothes. Oh dear. And carelessly left on top of the pile her underwear. Oh boy. I quickly look away, but the image of the blue and white striped panties had been imprinted in my head.
ちゃんとカーテン閉めろよ。いくら俺が眠ってるとはいえ、無防備すぎるだろ。
Okabe, calm down. But we all know where this is likely going to end. Oh, YouTube, please be kind. Talking to myself, I reached toward the curtain and closed it. But as I approached, I heard the shower room door unlock. Oh, back away!
Whoa!
Oh. We're safe.
って、なんでシャワー浴びるのに水着を着てるのだ、お前は。
I don't know, because you're here? That surprised me. I mean, it's probably for the best that we avoid the awkward situation of me seeing her naked, but who does that? Is this a dream? Because I'm starting to feel like this is a dream. Uh-huh. Yeah, see, this doesn't seem real.
なんでだ
Uh-huh. I answered to her right away, but Mayuri looked at me passionately. Oh dear. She slowly came out of the bathroom. Water was dripping down from her body. Yep. See, this is a dream. It's going too smoothly. The water that built up on her hair, shoulder, and cleavage flowed down her swimming suit, then to her belly button, and finally down to her feet.
What? Oi.
What? Hey, I stopped roaming.
オカリ、この前プールでマユシンのこといっぱい見てたでしょ？だからまた来てみたんだ。
Oh dear.
いや、あれはそういうことではない。
Oh dear.
じゃあどういうこと？
Perfect corner.
どういうもこういうも、だな。
Straight shot to the pocket.
もう、オカリの意地悪。マユシはこんなに見てほしいのに。
Oh boy.
ってお前なんか変だぞ。
変じゃないよ。 マユシーだってこういうことできるんだよ。
That? She slowly moved her hands toward her bikini. Oh dear. What? What's she going to do?
やめなさい、まゆりさん。
マユシーがこんなことしても嬉しくない？
I mean, so unrealistic, but what on earth would you do in this situation? I mean, it seems unrealistic, but at the same time, is it? I mean, it's really bold and seems inconsistent of her character, which is why I'm still leaning on that this is a dream. But, huh.
はい、いや、嬉しいとか嬉しくないとか、そういう問題ではなく。
それともクリスチャンの方がいいのかな。
Boy, is that a question, huh?
何？
Without realizing it, I started to back up. Mayuri slowly followed me. The droplets of water she left on the lab's floor reflected the light above and shone brilliantly.
クリスティーナがどうしたって？
オカリンはクリスチャンの裸の方がドキドキするんでしょ？
That's an interesting line there that I think anybody would, but that's not the point.
あんなのにドキドキなどしない。そもそもあいつが裸になどなるか。
Yeah, when was that ever happen?
じゃあ萌香さん？それともフェリスちゃんかな？
I mean, we're moving on.
どっちもありえんわ。
I tried to keep backing up, but I tripped over the leg of the table and fell to the sofa. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This it feels wrong. That's why it's weird. It's not wrong, but this situation feels wrong for sure. Mayuri comes over and leans over me, by the way. I didn't read that, did I? I was a little overwhelmed. Droplets of water fall from her hair and splash on my cheeks.
マユシーはね、ずっと思ってたんだよ。オカリンがマユシーのこと好きになってくれないかなって。マユシーのこと抱いてくれないかなって。
Fetch, man. I mean, were this real, what would you do? I mean, fetch. Like, it's like, I'm all for time and place and meaningfulness and everything, but like, if it also was sprung on you so suddenly, I mean, that's a tough offer to turn down no matter who you are. I don't care what you say. Her wet lips get close to mine. That's when I realized that she had removed her bikini. Oh, fetch.
正気になれ、まゆり。こんなのお前じゃない。
Huh? That's right. This couldn't be her. Which means, I see now. This is a dream. It must be. The fact that he's kind of realized it's a dream is starting to make me wonder if it's not. The organization, you managed to perfect the nightmare controlling Death 13, didn't you? And whilst this isn't too bad as far as nightmares go, I have to get back to reality. I let out my battle cry and tried to escape from her arms. And at that moment, I slipped off the couch, my head crashing into the floor. Okay. Okay. Sparks flashed in front of my eyes and my vision went whited out. Okay. So... What?
オカリン？ねえ、オカリン。
It was a dream. Okay.
オカリンってば、起きて。
I could hear someone calling me, someone shaking my body, and my vision slowly returned to me. Whoa, 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 what?
What?
Where are we? Have we ever seen this place?
大丈夫？オカリン。
What just happened?
Whoa!
Mayuri's face was right in front of mine. I sprang up in surprise.
まさか夢じゃなかったのか？
No, it was a dream, you idiot. But unfortunately, like I was saying before, it finally unlocked that part of your brain, Okabe. The part of your brain that had forever locked Mayuri away as best friend forever. Oh, we're finally getting there.
何が？
Mayuri looks at me with a puzzlement.
何がって。
Now that I get a better look at her, I realize that she's fully clothed. Besides, we're not even in the lab. We're in my room. A quick glance. We're in... Oh, my room. Okay, this is his house. I guess that makes sense. A quick glance at the clock reveals it's 10 a.m. Breathe.
やっぱり夢か。
Right. Feeling completely drained, I rolled over, smacking my head in the corner of my desk. Unnaturally. At the same time, Okabe, now that you know it was a dream, don't you regret leaving it just a bit? I mean, dreams are one thing. Dreams are kind of anything goes, really. That's what I realized. I wasn't lying in the bed, but on the floor. Guess I slipped off during my nightmare. What a dream that was. I caught a glimpse of Mayuri looking at me, blushed, and quickly shook it off.
びっくりしちゃった。オカリンが床の上でうなってるんだもん。
Oh, jeez.
いや、恐るべき精神攻撃を受けてな。だがもう大丈夫だ。
Mentally assaulted, that is the word for it.
それよりマユリ、なぜ俺の部屋にいる？
Like, he's only lucky though, because like here's the problem. It's like at least we know, like, most likely that his feelings would be reciprocated. How many times does that happen to people? You know, how many times does that happen to you, as happened to me before, where you develop feelings for somebody who just doesn't reciprocate? You know, they just want to be friends, you know? Like, that's a sucky place to be. We always talk about the friend zone or whatever, and it's like it's some big excuse, but it's just, it's reality. Sometimes you just aren't attracted to people. That can change, but it rarely does. And, like, I think it's a good, fair chance that guy or girl, no matter who you are, you've been unfortunately friend zoned before, you know, fallen for somebody either over time or pretty quickly who just never saw you that way. And it's like, what do you do at that point, you know? And it sucks because it's like you don't want to break that fragile friendship even if you was willing to take the risk. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It's a tough place to be. It's a tough place. I have lots of memories of that, so it's like it's interesting to reflect on.
バナナを買いに来たらね、オカリンがまだ起きてこないってオカリンのお父さんが言うから。
Aww.
それで親父に叩き起こして来いと言われたのか？
Mm-hmm.
そうなんだ。
So cute. To clarify, my family has run a grocery downtown for a long time. We're not only patronized by locals, but we even have restaurants coming to us for produce. So I think we're in good shape. On another note, my father's anything but cute. Even Mayuri referring to him as my dad sounds a little too cutesy. What if we got to see him? We've never seen his parents.
オカリンの部屋に来るのは久しぶりだけど、前とあんまり変わってないね。
Yeah, it's a mess. Mayuri looked around as she made her assessment.
まあな。特に最近はラボが自分の部屋みたいなものだし。
Yeah. Now that she mentions it, though, how many years has it been since Mayuri was in here last? I remember we used to hang out in my room when we were in junior high, but that got awkward when I entered high school and we started hanging out at fast food places or karaoke more often.
でも残念だな。
Why?
何が？
マユシーね、実はちょっとワクワクしていたのです。
Excited for what?
ほら、漫画やゲームでよくあるでしょ？幼なじみの女の子が「朝だよ、起きなさい!」ってお布団を剥ぐの、あれができるんだって。
I mean, she kinda did, though.
そんなのでワクワクするのか？
するよ。なのにオカリンってば床に飛びちゃーって落っこちてるんだもん。マユシーはがっかりなのです。
好きで落ちていたわけではないわ。
Yeah, you must have really been, like, insanely tired. I honestly, I mean, I'm sure I've done it, but No, no, no. I've never done the whole like falling asleep without realizing it beyond like maybe being in an odd position, like sitting in a car where like I can't pinpoint one. I hate talking about sleeping. It makes me yawn. But like not being able to pinpoint when you fall asleep or like be trying per se. But then suddenly you're just like, oh, I'm awake now. For me, the biggest one is actually when you wake up and you can't remember where you are. I think I've mentioned that before, but like it happens to me if I'm in a room that's really dark. I can wake up and be really caught off guard of like thinking I'm somewhere else, or if I am somewhere else, I can wake up, but I won't be able to remember for the first few like seconds or so where I am, and so I just get really confused and kind of freaked out.
だからね、もう一回寝てほしいな。
Aw.
何？
Come on, let her have her fun.
ベッドに寝てくれたら起きなさいってやるから。
Come on, man. Come on. How can you turn her down?
やらんでいい。
Guess like that. I quickly stood and bolt upright. Mayuri looked disappointed, but after a moment, she gave up and took my futon off my bed and started folding it.
何をしてるんだ？
干すんだよ。
いやいやいや、そんなことしてくれなくていいから。
Aww.
でもせっかくいいお天気だし、ちゃんと干さないとダメだと思うな。
I wonder what it's like sleeping on a futon. I imagine it's plenty comfortable, otherwise I wouldn't do it. But it's like, I've only been on beds, and I'm sure a futon's not that different from a bed, honestly. Sleeping on the floor must, like, even like on a pad on the floor must be interesting, though.
だけどほら、汗臭いだろ。俺がやるからいいって。
大丈夫。コカリンのだから、まゆし気にならないよ。
Okabe. You've got a freaking gem here. God. It's one of those things where like normally it's like it's fictional characters, whatever, but fetch, I'm kind of jealous. I mean, he's got Kurisu, Mayuri, Ferris. He's got Luca, which is just that's confusing, but still lovely. Moeka, Suzuhara. Like I know they have paths, but like I personally think I struggle like imagining that being a serious connection, like beyond like friends. Mocha is the more confusing one just because even in her paths in the main stories, like they just kind of end in tragedy. They don't really make a bond of like emotional, like potentially dating. Suzuha, kinda, but she's also just such an odd, like, you know, different time, different place, and also being Daru's daughter. It's just kind of weird. But man, even so, like even if you just label, like break it down to just those four, just good grief, man. Mayuri smiled as if she was having fun and went downstairs with my futon and pillow. Come on, Okabe. Remember the dream. You know what you really want. Unable to stop the Mayuri train, I went to the bathroom and brushed my teeth. I'm just jamming out some music over here. I returned to my room to see Mayuri tidying up.
悪いな。
お掃除とか好きだから気にしないで。
Sheesh, what a catch. I can rest easy. I scan over all my erotic magazines and keep those scans in a secret folder in my computer, encrypted naturally. Doing so allows me to avoid the cliche where your childhood friend stumbles onto something embarrassing in your room. It's okay, she'll quickly find your underwear. Ha, you're the master of risk management, Yonen Kyoba.
これはここに置いとくね。
Oh no.
それは俺の本ではない。機関のスパイが俺を陥れるために置いていったのだ。
What? Dang it! I completely forgot that I had some pre-scanned magazines under the bed. Oh, you idiots!
まさかこれもシュタインズゲートの選択だというのか。
Unfortunately. Oh, Mayuri.
あ、そうだね。せっかくだからお洗濯もしちゃう？
あ、いやいや、そっちの選択ではない。というか、お前に洗濯なんてしてもらうわけにはいかないぞ。
でもね、オカリンのお母さん、あさってまで留守なんでしょ？
Oh. My mom had headed out for a Kyushu with her high school friends. They planned a ladies' trip for the hot springs there. That sounds lovely.
お洗濯物を溜めちゃうと後で大変だよ。
You know what's funny about like trends? Like, I recently went on a date with my SO, and we decided to try something a bit different. We got pedicures. Now that sounds very odd, but you know, it's taking care of your feet, and we went and really just kind of went all out. So we got like fancy lotion and like heated rocks and like exfoliation, and like they take care of the cuticles, which always feels a little weird. They give the nails a trim, make them all nice and buff, and they like do the weird like cheese grater thing on the end of your feet, which sounds horrifically disgusting but just feels amazing. And like after all this like special treatment care and foot baths and all that stuff, like my feet feel like baby skin smooth. Like it's bizarre how soft and just like pleasant they are to just sitting in my socks. I just feel so comfy. So yeah, one of those weird things, and just something I'd never really tried before, but my goodness, it was just an enjoyable experience in every conceivable way, and honestly not even that expensive considering I've spent more money going to a movie theater with a couple friends. Like, it's not even that bad of a deal at all. So I mean, I'd recommend it if you get a good chance. So like, it's weird, but like talking about like, it just reminded me of like, oh, that's something I could see them doing when they go to a spa. Like, because it wasn't a spa, it was like a basic like beginner like poor person spa. Like for me, I don't have the money for anything super fancy, but it wasn't that
それは
bad.
そうだが。
それじゃあお部屋の外で待ってるからお洋服と下着を脱いでね。
Wait, what?
え？あ、
But Mayuri had left the room before I had formed a coherent thought. She's like, talk about like perfect wife material. Though she's like, it's tad young, obviously, but not for him. They're perfect. I don't know. Can I really ask her to do this? Are we dreaming again? I take no pleasure in her seeing my unused underwear. Though Daru, on the other hand, would probably get a nosebleed from the excitement, pervert champion that he is.
おかえり。まだ？
あ、はい、今すぐ。
I give in and remove my clothes. So what are you gonna wear in lieu? After a while, Mayuri had washed all the laundry she'd collected, and even my bed sheets. Right now, I can hear Mayuri spreading and hanging wet laundry in the garden. Oh, wow. Those sounds make it difficult to focus on the report I'm working on in my room. Wait a minute, is Mayuri done with her homework? I haven't seen her working on it lately. Is she going to be crying on the 31st when she finds herself playing catch-up? Well, since she did my laundry, I can't let her suffer alone. Guess I'm gonna have to be up all night on the last day of summer break helping her finish everything.
まゆりちゃん、すまねえな。
He has a voice! Ooh. I hear my father's voice coming from the guard.
気にしないでください。マユシーは好きでやってるのです。
ほえ、好きって僕ら息子が
Seriously? Don't ask her that.
そうじゃなくて、お洗濯がですよ。
Oh, but come on, Okabe, you heard like, she doesn't normally stumble like that.
赤くなって可愛いったらねえな。
Oh my gosh, he's the worst. He's a great father, though. Every great dad gets to do this. Do you enjoy teasing innocent high school girls? Since when did you get old enough for dad jokes? The instant you have a child, it means you are required to be good at dad jokes. Dad jokes are an integral part of society. If all dad jokes were to vanish, what do you think would happen? That's right. Freaking Dark Ages. That's exactly what happened at like when like the entire like the bubonic plague. That's a result of lack of dad jokes. Since he became a dad, probably.
はい、これでよしと。お洗濯物が真っ白になるのって気持ちいい
I gotta try doing laundry outside. Like, I've got wash and dryer. Like, I've got like the easiest setup ever. But after talking with some people, some of you, like, I've learned that like in other places of the world, like no matter how well off you are, a lot of people will still do their drying like out, not in a machine, but hanging it up either in their house or outside their house. Like, I gotta try it. Like, it sounds like there'd be like there's something to it, like the freshness and all that, but it's gotta be a pain too, right? She must have just finished hanging everything up to dry. She sounded as happy as satisfied to be done. I imagine that she's looking at the laundry and smiling.
ああ、そうだ、まゆりちゃん。
Oh no. Oh no.
ちょいと小耳に挟んだんだがね。まゆりちゃんの家、引っ越しちまうのかい？
Wait, what? Yeah, what? I leaped to my feet, knocking over the chair I was sitting in. When I stick my head out the window, I can see her between paces of hanging laundry. Mayuri's moving. What is this? I haven't heard anything about it.
まゆりちゃんのお父さん、北海道に転勤なんだってな。
Hokkaido?
そうです。
まゆりちゃんも一緒に行っちまうのか？寂しくなるね。
Hokkaido, you kidding me? I mean, to be fair, distance in Japan is not the same as being across the country in Japan is not the same as being across the country in the United States. But that's still far away for a young person. Like, maybe you can make an occasional trip, but like, that's definitely going to be going from like, oh yeah, we see each other like every day to like, maybe once a month. This has to be a joke, right? I feel a blood drain from my face. It's just a friend moving away, that's all. I know that, but for some reason I can't keep myself from trembling. My hands go white from clutching the window frame. They suddenly feel like they belong to someone else. I see Mayuri turn her head in my direction. She seems to be worried about whether I could overhear them or not.
ちょっと違うの。
ん？
お父さんとお母さんは北海道に行くけど、マユシーは行かないと思うのです。
Oh, okay. Did I hear that correctly?
そうなのかい？
マユシーは東京に学校があるから北海道には行けないんだ。だから上野のおばさんの家に居候させてもらおうと思ってます。
Ueno. Okay. Okay, that's manageable, right?
じゃあ、まゆりちゃんだけは上野に引っ越し？
ここから離れるのはちょっと寂しいけど。
Oh, I sat on the bed and wiped the sweat from my forehead. All right, Okabe. How about we have some self-reflection? Why did you just panic there? Maybe you need to do something about that. Maybe you have to act on your feelings before something dreadful happens that takes away your agency and makes it so that you might go, oh, woe is me, pull the hair out of my head, I'll die a lonely man. What? Oh, I know. That's hardly worth being worried about. It's pretty far from where we are now, but really close to the lab at Akihabara. I'm there more often anyway, so it might actually be an improvement.
そっか。ならよ、いっそうちに居候しちまったらどうだい？
Well, that's interesting.
え？
Huh?
居候が肩身が狭いってんなら、嫁でどうだ？りんたろーの嫁に来るといいよ、まゆみちゃん。
Oh, fetch, man. Oh, fetch. Don't be playing like that. I stood back up again. What the heck is he saying?
いや、冗談じゃなくてな、まゆみちゃんがりんたろーの嫁になってくれりゃ、こんな嬉しいことはねえんだがな。
I mean, par for the course, it's a great bat, but fetch, man. You're gonna kill the poor girl. Mayuri seems to be panicking. This isn't good. If I leave them be, things might just get weirder from here.
おーい、まゆりちょっとすまん
Smooth. I called her nonchalantly, acting as if I didn't hear them talking.
あ、はーい、今行くよ。
Oh, man. Mayuri looked relieved as she left the yard.
なにおかり。
あのな、
You think, crap, I need an excuse! Crap, I didn't think about what I would actually talk to her about when I called her. Ask her what you want to do today. Ask her what you want to do today. While I was fumbling around for something to say, it seemed Mayuri somehow realized that I overheard their conversation. Oh, well, it's because you flip it obvious. She shifted uncomfortably for a moment, then hung her head.
あのね、黙っててごめんね、おかり。
Oh, it's fine.
ん？何が？
引っ越しのこと、 ちゃんと決まったら言おうと思ってたんだ。
Okay.
いや、それなら構わん。お前が人質でさえあればな。
So much being left unsaid. Just say it.
あと、親父が変なことを言ったが、気にするな。
変なこと？
Why did I even bring that up? Mayuri seems confused at first, but worked up into a fluster when she realized what I was talking about.
だから気にするなというのに。
してないよ。マユシーはいつものマユシーです。
True. Dang it, old man, why did you have to make this things awkward? As I was blaming him in my head, I heard him call from the yard.
おい、リンタロウ、ちゃんと起きてるか？
起きてるよ。
俺な、ちょっくら出かけてくっから、お前店番してろ。
Guy.
は
あ？んじゃ、頼んだぞ。
He's like, alright, bye, go leave my livelihood in your hands.
ちょっと待てって。
By the time I'd formulated a protest, he was gone. He was just heading out to play, Pachislat? Is that the, oh, what's it called? It's the, like, the game with, like, the metal marbles or something? Oh, I know it. Plinko, or, no, not Plinko. Is it Plinko? Man, I don't know.
この霊、世界に混沌をもたらすこの法王隠居魔が、なぜ野菜なんぞを売らねばならんのだ。
I don't know, man, because it's your family business.
手伝うよ、オカリン。
Aw, this will be sweet.
いや、お前では近所のおばちゃんたちには勝てん。
そうなの？
ああ、あれは世界中の政府が恐れる機関の諜報部と同じなのだ。
They're just aggressive, I guess.
一度捕まってしまったが最後、言葉巧みに尋問され、極秘情報のすべてを洗いざらい抜き取られてしまう。
Right. Just the other day, one smiled at me and said, "Why, hello, Intaro-chan. I hear that there are lots of ladies in your life lately. Don't make Mayuri-chan cry." Fetch, man, even they know. And the rate which the gossip spreads amongst these old ladies is truly frightening.
ということで、お前は先にラボに行ってろ。任務はこの俺が遂行する。
If any of those ladies saw the two of us tending the store together, this whole neighborhood would be flooded with rumors.
へい、いらっしゃい、いらっしゃい。どこの奥さん寄っていかない。
Mayuri, the store manager, is the best manager.
ああ、そっちの人参は150円だけど、少しおまけしちゃおうかな。
She's so cute!
キャベツを半分かい？いいよ、カットしちゃうよ。
っておいこらー、ラボに行ったんじゃないのか。
マユシーね、実は昔からやってみたかったんだよ、八百屋さん。
You can't step on her dream, man. Come on. He's like, fetch. We tended the store for the next 2 or so hours. 80% of the ladies who came from the store said, "Oh, Rintaro-chan, you finally got married." One of them even looked at Mayuri and cried. I always knew the two of them would wind up together, whatever that means. I don't know, man. Read the room! When we were finally released from our duty, I was spent. Mary looked tired too, but she smiled at me and said, "One of my dreams came true." Pretending to run a grocery store is a pretty easy dream to grant. When I told her that, she just laughed at me. It was cute. Man, I'm now having these really strong desire to see these two like roll old together taking care of this little store. Wouldn't they be freaking adorable? Hey!
今日はなかなか出席率が高いな。
This is a welcome appearance. Again, like once again pointing out that this is the picture that we saw in Zero that confused the heck out of me because it looks so different. But this is it. Let's see, it's just all the lab bems all gathered together. Good times. Mayuri and I had a late lunch at the kitchen Jiro, and when we arrived at the lab, everyone except Lukako was there. He'd texted me earlier and told me he was really busy preparing for tomorrow's festival, though, so that was unsurprising.
聞いたにゃ聞いたにゃ今日待ったらもう
Oh, no, are you serious? It got to Akihabara, this? Fetch, man. Fetch, what is going on? He's gonna get married by proxy. Enough people are gonna just believe they're married. It's just gonna, like, a certificate's gonna show up in the mail, and there's gonna be like, well, I guess this is just it now. Oh my gosh. I also want to point out though, like, bit of a tidbit, like, because I was seeing in the picture before with Okabe just standing there, I was like, go like his profile, so it's like, I'm like 99% set to do the Okabe cosplay. Like, it's gonna happen, and I think it's gonna happen this year. I'm kind of waiting to see what they say about conventions in the fall, but there's a really good chance I'm gonna go to the anime New York City Anime Convention. It's like Anime NYC. It's hosted by Crunchyroll, and it's taking place in November. I'm really likely to be able to go to that this year. So if any of you happen to be going to that, like, keep an ear out, because, like, I'd love to do a meetup if we can, like, informal, just maybe like, hey, how's it going? To all, like, 3 or 1 or 0 of you who would actually be attending that. But hey, you know, if I'm gonna go, I might as well, like, try and say hi to anybody who might be in the community there. But I am absolutely going to be signing up to do a Okabe. I'm gonna dress up as Okabe for sure, and I have some other ideas in mind if I can make it, like, affordable enough. I've recently found some sources of, like, potential cosplay. But hey, if you know anybody who makes custom cosplay costumes, leave a link in the chat below. That could be useful for anybody else, but for me specifically, like, it's something I want to get into. I don't have the talent, but I very much would like to hire somebody, and I don't want it to be costumes that are very knockoff-ish. For instance, with the Okabe one, I'm actually going to do the most of the costume myself. It's very straightforward. I actually already have a belt that's perfect for the belt that he wears. And I don't want it to get a lab coat anyway, like, for other purposes, but that'll work really well for here. And then just finding a shirt and pants that are the shade that are shades close enough, like, honestly shouldn't be a problem. I could even custom order a t-shirt, and I'm sure I can find pants that are about that, like, color for no problem. So, like, I think I can get the general look really easily. The only thing I'm gonna buy, I think, is gonna actually be a wig. I was thinking of dyeing my hair, but I saw a wig that's, like, perfect. So it'll be strange putting on a wig for the first time, but, like, I think it'll make the look much more recognizable, and just stand out more. So I think that's going to be my plan. But I had a couple other thoughts too. For instance, I found a site that apparently if you post pictures of a character, somebody might be willing to try and make a custom suit for you. And so I'm considering trying to do a Takaru cosplay as well, because I think it'd be really fun to do the school uniform, which I think would be relatively easy if I could hire someone with skill. But I also think it'd be really fun to do a battle suit. How cool would it be to be able to dress up in a TSF battle suit? I don't have the pecs or the abs to really pull it off, but I'm sure I could do something. And, like, even not having, like, the body tonage to really make it work, I'd rather not do, like, the fake muscles, because those are just, yeah. But I'm really excited by that idea. Fetch, man. I also have ideas for, like, channel art. I'd love to do channel art with that kind of stuff too, but I'm saving the channel art budget for other ideas coming in the future. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. Anyway, let's listen. Sorry for the ramble and raving, but, like, it's just something I thought of because I'm really getting excited about it, and I'm actually starting to, like, I'm going to start putting out the feelers and making the purchases necessary to get ready for cosplaying. And even if I can't go to a convention, I think I'll, like, at the very least maybe get, like, I know a friend who's got a pre-pro photographer friend that I might hire to do, like, a photo shoot with sometime. That'd be really fun. Ideally, I'd love to do a photo shoot with other people, which is actually why I want to do the cosplaying at the convention too, because I'd like to try and meet up with other people who might dress up as, like, steinsgate characters and do, like, a little photo op, like one of those freeform ones. It'd be really cool. Anyway, wow, I'm just ranting and raving like crazy today. All right, so here's the rumors from Paris. What is it gonna be? Drum roll, please. I stopped the hyperactive Ferris with my right hand.
遊園地の写真のことにゃん
Oh, fetch. Okay, not the grocery store thing, but oh no.
岡部倫太郎もモデルをやったんだって
How did they find out? What is this? I did everything in my power to keep the details of the shoot under wraps. Mocha should be the only one who knows. Well, there's your problem.
しかしびっくりよね。あんたがモデル。
You shut your mouth. Shining finger, you backstabber. I'll see you in court. But when I look at her with fire in my eyes, Mocha simply shook her head. Okay, so if it wasn't you, was it Mayuri maybe? Maybe she was really excited to show the pictures. Okay, I haven't said anything.
指圧師じゃない
Then who told them?
もしかして話したらいけなかったのかな。
Oh no, Mayuri!
だ
That's a great. Ah.
フェリスちゃんにメールしちゃった。
Dang it! Come on. Come to think of it, I never explicitly told you not to tell anyone.
いや別に構わんぞ。この法王院教魔の新たなる才能が開花したのだからな。大いに広めるがいい。
Yep, just deal with it your way, man. Well, I can't unring the bell, so at least the photos will be, we show are my hand and back. Oh, what? Fetch!
いや勘違いするな指圧師よ。俺はお前を疑ったことなど一度もないぞ。
I don't know, I did curses, I don't know why I did that. So you're Armenia, Safar, Okabe, and you're so nice as Sheena-san, I'm jealous. Well, to be fair... Wait, did she send the other one too? I haven't said anything. Okay, that's all she said. Yes. You were just staring, weren't you? A sort of grudge-holding type, aren't you, Finger? Yes. Well, whatever. Oh, there's something I need the two of you to confirm for me today. Okay. Something we need to confirm. As I was wondering this, Mocha pulled out the USB memory stick out of her pocket. It was about pinky size and a keyring attached to it for an easier grip.
これ
Is this all of the pictures? I don't know what it is, but I interrupt Daru's web surfing and hand it to him.
ん？何これ？
I don't know.
指圧師からだ。見てほしいらしい。
Oh, it's all of them. Daru inserted the USB memory into the computer and the folder popped up on screen. A folder containing a bunch of photos. They were named photo underscore A01, photo underscore A02, photo underscore A03, and so on. Kudashi was the first to realize what they were.
もしかして昨日撮影したっていう写真じゃないの？
Yep.
何？そうなのか？
I turned to Mocha for confirmation. She nodded.
サイトに使いたい写真。編集部でセレクトしたの。確認してほしい。
Okay.
見たい見たい。
I know. It's gonna be so cute. Everyone gathers around the computer and Daru prepares to click the first photo.
ちょっと待って。みんなに見られたら恥ずかしいのです。
Yeah. Mayuri tries to cover the screen, but the gentleman perv Daru interjects.
むふー。秘密の写真を無理やりさらされる眉氏の姫。できればもう少し涙声でお願いします。
She might!
変態は死ね。ねえ、桐生さん、別に変な写真じゃないんでしょ？
Oh no.
とっても綺麗だと思う。
Aww.
ならいいじゃない、今より。
そうだにゃ。見せてほしいにゃ。でも。
Mayuri was protesting, but she also snuck a glance at the PC screen. I think Mocha saying they're really beautiful has her curious.
隠しても意味ないにゃ。どのみちサイトが出来上がればみんなに見られてしまうとにゃ。
That's convoluted, but fair. Because, I mean, they curate them, too. Like, the whole point of them giving them to us is because, like, they let Mayuri and Okabe, like, decide which photos they're okay with and which ones they're not. So, like, technically, all of these won't be used, like, unless they really go ham on the website. Mayuri thought this over for a bit, but she gave up and fell to her curiosity to see the pictures. She moved away from the computer. I'm almost curious as to how the shots turned out. I take an interested look at the screen.
それじゃ、まゆしの秘蔵写真を見てみるお。
Yeah. Dario clicked the file and the photo expanded onto the screen. He's so cute!
これは
Everyone was awestruck by what they saw. I'd seen Mayuri like this in person yesterday, but I must admit, even I was stunned into silence. Standing in the light of the carousel, Mayuri looked close to fairy-like in her dress. On her face, she wore a cute smile. Her eyes, narrowed by her smile, were glistening as they reflected the sparkling lights. Her skin looked as smooth and fine as fine china. Her cheeks were cherry blossom pink. Her glossy lips were similarly floral, looking like a small bud of a rose.
かわいいね。すっごく。
Yeah.
いいじゃないまゆり。
まゆし間違いなくブレイクの予感。
Yeah.
そんなことないよ。プロの人がメイクしてくれてね。綺麗に撮ってくれたからだよ。
Everyone praised Mayuri as she blushed and wiggled.
ダルニャン、次見せて次。
オッケーだお。
Dario clicked the next file.
うわ、これもいいじゃない。これならフェイリスの正当な後継者として妖精界の女王の座を譲ることができそうにゃん。
Fetch. She might already have that title, Ferris, but I'm worried actually now that maybe she's gonna get overwhelmed by all the praise. With each new file Dario clicked, Mayuri's beautiful image danced across the screen. The lab members oohed, awed, and cheered. But every time she was praised, Mayuri would writhe around, make uncomfortable noises like "faww" or "mm."
ん？ここからファイル名がちょっと変わるな。なんなん？
They're named photo underscore B01, photo underscore B02, and so on.
シチュエーションが違うの。
ああ、そういうこと。
早く見せてよ、橋田。
うん。ポチッとな。
Oh, that's a good one. The ladies and Dario opened their eyes wide. One beat later, the blood drained from my face and I screamed. On the merry-go-round on the screen, I saw Mayuri smiling and myself accompanying her in a tuxedo. Shining figure, what have you done? This isn't what you told me. I'm not scared of this picture at all.
どういうことだ貴様。
これいい写真だったから。
It really was.
いやいやいや、このままでは期間に消されるぞ。
As I drew near Moeka, I hear a few assorted comments from the lab mems.
嘘。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
かっこいいにゃ。
Oh, no.
これ本当に岡部倫太郎なの？
え？
偽物だ。僕は認めない。こんなの僕と同類のオカリンじゃないよ。
He's too much of a normie in this.
同類って何の同類だ？
あんたさ、普段からこうしてればいいのに。そうしたらもっと女性から親近感を持たれると思うな。
He's like, really? I've never been praised for my appearance before, so I have no idea how to respond here.
他にもあるのかにゃ？二人の写真。
Oh no.
ここから
Yes.
ここまで全部。
勘弁してくれ。
Please be nice. Having hit my limit, I walk away from the computer, slumped onto the couch, and put my head in my hands. My god. Are these happy photos of me going to be seen by the general public? Is this how the world will see the bad scientist who will plunge them into chaos? While I was soaking my agony on the couch, the lab members kept chirping over the photos. In spite of my internal exhortations for the computer breakdown and for the data to be erased, the PC continued displaying the pictures without a hitch. For
この写真も
once.
そうだけど、どれもまゆりの表情がいいのよね。うん、可愛いんだけど、なんかちょっとだけ色っぽいにゃ。驚いたよ。椎名まゆりにこんな顔ができるとは想像もしてなかった。
やばいっす。ロリでちょいエロは無敵っす。
みんなもういいでしょ？次の写真に行こうよ。
Mayuri couldn't stand having her photos put under a microscope and wanted to move on to the next one. But Ferris seemed to love being able to tease Mayuri like this. She had a look in her eye like a cat playing with a toy.
マユシ、フェイリスは思うのにゃ。
Oh dear, here we go.
何？
Ferris extends her finger and points it directly at Mayuri's nose.
これは恋する女の子の顔だにゃ。
Alright, so here's the thing. Everyone keeps bringing this up, and it was kind of cute and adorable at first, but like when it's this often, this in your face, especially in this situation where she's already feeling really uncomfortable, I think they're pushing this way too far. They don't really know that, but Okabe's dad, and then her own feelings, and the pictures, and the events, and everything going on, like I think Mayuri's under a lot of like mental strain. Like she's acting happy and pleased, but I think she's really starting to be at war with herself about all of this, and she doesn't know how to feel. She doesn't know how Okabe might respond if she started actually being open with him about stuff, especially because he's so deflective too. And so I have a feeling we're going to hit a breaking point. Ferris's accusation made Mayuri jump. She blushed at the way to the tips of her ears.
おいこらフェイリス、あんまりマユリを困らせるな。
にゅふ。
Ferris looked back at me, the edge of her lips turned up. It really made her look like a cat. She slowly points her accusing finger in my direction. Oh no.
なんだ。
この写真、マユシを見つめる京馬の顔も恋をしてるにゃ。
Oh boy.
な。
Mayuri jumped once again.
ふにゃー、フェイリスの聖なる任務は失敗だにゃ。天上界に持ち帰らなくちゃいけない京馬の魂を先にマユシに奪われてしまったのにゃ。
Wow.
オカリンのくせに生意気だ。リア充爆発しろ。
There it is. Explode on normies.
岡部のくせに生意気だ。リア充爆発しろ。
Holy crap. Is this the first time they've ever agreed? Daira and Kidashi spoke simultaneously.
お前らいい加減にするがいい。俺はカオスより生まれた呪われし地平の創造主だ。愛だの恋だのと下賤な感情は持ち合わせておらんわ。
Don't say that.
ねえまゆり、悪いこと言わないからこんなのやめた方がいいわよ。中二病がうつるから。
Oh no.
聞こえよがしに不愉快なことを言うな。
That's not great. Run if you have to.
まゆりも本気で悩むなよ。
Having heard enough of this nonsense, I stood up from the couch. I put my wallet in my pocket and head for the exit.
おい視圧師、写真の確認なんて今すぐやらんでもいいんだろ。
できれば今週中。
Okay.
じゃあ俺は後でやるからな。
After I confirmed that with Mocha, I exited the lab because, saying I need to get something at the convenience store. Don't leave Mayuri alone.
それじゃあそろそろ帰るわね。
Alright, we're gonna play a little longer. I want to see if they have a conversation here.
ルカニャンの神社のお祭りって一回ここに集合してからみんなで行くのかにゃ。
Yes, yes.
なあ、それがいいだろ
楽しみだな。私初めてなんだよね、お祭り。
私も。
Kudashi slowly opened the door and stepped outside. Ferris, Suzuha, and Mocha followed.
本当にいいの？まゆりを起こさなくて。
う。ああ、いろいろあって疲れたんだろう。終電前には起こしてやるから大丈夫だ。
Mayuri's asleep, breathing calmly on the couch. She looks comfortable there that I'd feel sorry to wake her.
あんた、襲ったらダメよ。
Shut up!
襲うか。誰もいるんだ。そんなことできんだろ。
Wait, don't put that in there! I tilt my head in the direction of the development room. I can hear the sound of pages turning and a lurcherous chuckle behind the curtain. He must be reading Dojin manga he got at Kamima. He told me that he can't read it when Ferris-tan's around, so they most likely are the risque variety.
それじゃあまた明日にゃ。今日な。
Sounds good.
ああ、またな。
The ladies descend the stairs and set off back to their respective homes.
さてと。
I sit down in front of the computer. I made sure that Daru was occupied with his dojins, then I insert the USB into the computer and open up the photo folder. I couldn't really get a look at them earlier because everyone was so worked up, but every photo really looked amazing. In one photo, Mayuri might be smiling broadly like a little girl, but she'd be giving a subtle, mature smile in the next. I don't think I'd seen such a range of emotions in the time that I'd known her. I lost myself in the photos and time started passing by. Did you miss the train? Once I finished looking at all the photos, I stretched out. All of them looked great, but I appeared in way more of them than I thought I would.
騙したなしやつしめ。こんなことなら、もっとバイト代を踏んだくっておけばよかった。
Here's the thing, Okabe. I think they intended not to have you in most of the photos. What happened was that she and you had such great moments that when they took the pictures, they just looked better with you in them than with you cropped out. My eyes ached from staring at the screen for so long. I stood up to get some Dr. P, but a glance at the clock hit me like a punch to the gut. How is it this late already? Guess I really got engrossed in those photos.
おい、マユリ。そろそろ12時だぞ。帰る支度しろ。
I got close to her and gently shook her shoulder. Aww.
ほーら、起きろというのに。
毎日ダメ。眠い。
Oh, so cute.
電車なくなっちまうぞ。
She must be really tired. Mayuri curled up on the sofa, holding her legs in her arms. She calmly exhaled and went back to sleep. I shook her shoulder a little more strongly this time. You know, one of the benefits I've had from losing weight is being able to actually curl up like that. Like, it used to be physically impossible because I was so big. But, like, I did have a really stressful night one time. Like, I was just really, really, really stressed out. I think I actually took a break from recording, but it was one of the times when, like, a video was missed. But I was just, like, out of my mind, stressed, and needed, like, to recoup. But I remember, like, I went to bed, and I woke up the next morning, and I was, like, hugging my legs to my chest, curled up in a ball in my blanket. Like, my head wasn't even on my pillow anymore. I was just curled up in a tight little ball under my sheets. I didn't ever think that would ever happen to me, but I did. It seems like a lot like how she's positioned now.
おい、マユリ。
あ、
ここに泊まっていってもいいが。だったら家に電話しろ。明日お墓参りなんだろ。
Oh, right. Fetch. So anyway, curled on the sofa. She calmly exhaled and went back to sleep. I shook her shoulder a little more strongly this time. I missed that line. I'm sorry.
そうだね。
Mayuri took her phone out of her bag and sleepily dialed her home number into it. She tells her parents that she's going to stay the night at the lab. The moment she ends the call, she falls back asleep, the phone still in her hand.
たくしょうがないやつだな。
She's still a kid. I smiled wryly as I took her phone from her hand and placed it back in her bag. Inside the bag, I caught sight of Robo Mayushi. Looked almost complete. Man, do you have a futon here or anything? Like, you probably should just stay here. The sound of Mayuri's breathing makes me sleepy. I popped my head into the development room to chat with Daru before bed.
おい、ダル。俺もちょっと寝る。もしも帰るんなら鍵をかけていけよ。
ああ。
Daru was too engrossed in his dojinshi to do it any more than grunt. Ah well. I sat next to Mayuri, leaned back on the couch, and closed my eyes. Little by little, the rhythm of Mayuri's breathing and my own began to sync up. As it did, I was lulled into a calm sleep. Uh-oh. Is this gonna be a dream or reality? It could be either one. Let's save it for next week. I hate it, but you love it. But you hate it, but you love it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here today. Whoo, boy, that was a fun one. It's gonna be weird having the shower noises in the background, but we're gonna press forward anyway. So, yeah, what are we gonna do about this one? I really ranted and rambled a lot, but like I said, if there is something you would be interested in, like, shouting out to me, just in case you know somebody, or like want to make a plug for like somebody who like has either done good service for cosplay or is just a friend, please leave a link for them down in the comments section. Like, kind of tag like what they do, and make sure like you like help me understand like what they do specifically, just because I got some ideas, and I'm thinking of trying to get started into the cosplay scene a little bit, like obviously for fun. I don't think I could ever be a professional, whatever that is anymore, but like, so it'd be good, especially with all the new Muvla stuff coming out. I think it'd be really fun to jump in on that scene kind of early. They actually did a competition not too long ago for like Muvla cosplays and such. That would have been kind of fun to try and enter, but I didn't have the means at the time. But yeah, it'd be really fun to be able to do that, so please, again, leave the comments down below. You also could drop it in the Discord. That's also linked in the description. Discord's a fun place, memes and general chat and theory crafting and just sharing. I also post lots of updates there, so if you ever want to like make sure you don't miss anything, especially if like I'm gonna miss some days, or like I have an upcoming vacation this summer, I might try and do some recording ahead of time, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to record enough, so I'm effectively gonna be taking a break from the channel for a couple weeks. If you want to have updates on that, you can find them there very, very easily. And I'll probably be sharing random pictures from my vacation at the same time when that happens. But, we'll get there when we get there. It's a good place to go. Also, thank you to the patrons who are here listed on the screen. They're directly supporting the channel. Thank you guys so much. Patrons get access to some behind the scenes, like a patron cast, and they also get to help with some of the selection of upcoming titles. So if that's of interest to you, check the patron page just to see what you think. But don't feel like obligated. The fact that you're watching, most important thing. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate like every comment, every video, every view, every like, all of that like makes such a big difference for a channel like mine, especially on the smaller end. So thank you so much for all your support. It means the world to me. I'm very lucky to be able to share this content with you, and that I've actually found people to share it with. So thank you so much. And I hope you look forward to next week's episode. So buckle up, have fun, and until the next video watching me up, see me in next. I'll see you there.